Hi, how's it going, guys? I'm sorry about the lighting today. For some reason, the light that's in front of my computer makes me look really orange, so I decided to put a light in the back over there, and it's not making it easy for you to see me. I think you can see me at least okay, I hope, but I know I look kind of like crap. Anyway, today's video, I'm doing another one of those questioning things, this time about makeup. I am a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to makeup, and I'm always looking to try new things, so I might learn something from this, I figure, and if not, you'll learn something about me. Hi, I'm also, by the way, if you're new here, hi, I'm Julina Rolick. I'm a author and editor, and if you find this or any of my videos interesting and you want to watch more, think of subscribing to the channel. That's all I can ask. If you find any of my answers interesting, or you want to talk about something that I answered, comment below. If you have ideas for a video you'd like to see me do, comment below. Basically, whatever you think, comment below. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this started, because there's a number of questions here, and while some of them are going to be very short answers, I'm sure there are going to be some long answers too. Probably. I haven't read it in advance. So, I've got my paper right here. The questions are on my side, obviously. I'll put it right here in front of me, and hopefully you won't have to see it again. So the first question is, what foundation do you use? I personally have a couple different foundations, but primarily the one I use is the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline. I don't know why, I just really like that one. I have one in a squeeze tube and one in a, I don't think it's plastic actually, I'm not sure if it's plastic or glass, but it's in a container. And yeah, I really like that one. But finding the right shade for me can be hard, because I am pale as fuck. What concealer do you use? I mostly use the Candid Concealer by Revlon. A funny story that I've told on this channel before, but if you're new here you won't know this. I once bought the Candid foundation not realizing it was foundation, and was using it as concealer the entire time, and then I went to try to get an easier to apply one, because this one didn't have like a stick in it like my concealer that I usually used, and something just fell off about it. And so I went to get a new bottle, and I find out the bottle I was carrying with me, because I take it for color matching when I go to the store, it was foundation. And I had no freaking clue for well over a week that I've been using foundation as my concealer. Not that that's necessarily bad. I've seen people do a full face of just foundation or concealers, but I personally don't do that normally, and I wouldn't have the money for all those concealers and stuff anyway, so that's just me. Do you know your undertone color? I know that I have cool undertones because my veins are very much blue. I do, however, have a lot of redness on my skin a lot because I get irritated. I have very sensitive skin. My hands look a little red right now even. I don't think you can see it that well, but my hands get red, my face gets very red because I have rosacea. Lots of inflammation problems. So, I have cool undertones, but I also have red all over. What do you think of fake eyelashes? I think they look cool, but I personally would never use them, because I can't even be bothered to curl my eyelashes. And the idea of putting my hands right near my eyelashes trying to fit something on them just doesn't appeal to me or make me feel comfortable. Plus, I have decently long lashes. I mostly use mascara to define them more, because they get very messy. Did you know that you're supposed to change your mascara every 3 months? No, I did not, but luckily I'm pretty sure the mascara I've been using primarily I got in December. I think. I hope. I don't know. Sephora or what brand of mascara do you use? Excuse me, I was about to skip a question. I go with, I think the one I've been using is Maybelline. I just know it's a yellow bottle and with the purple rounded part on top, and it works really well and has a really fluffy spoolie, and I really like it. I got a sample. It was a free sample, and I've been using it ever since I got it. Sephora or MAC? I've never been to MAC. I know about it, but I've never been there. Sephora I've been to at least, so I would probably say Sephora just because of that. I haven't been to Sephora in a long time, mind you. I haven't been there since I was a teenager. I get 99% of my stuff from drugstores, so I don't know. Probably Sephora. What makeup tools do you use in makeup application? I use a variety of things. I use my hands, I use brushes, I use sponges. It depends on A, what I'm working with, and B, if I feel I have the right tool for the job or not. Like, I only use liquid foundation, so I didn't realize until later on that those really fluffy brushes that are very loose, really bad for liquid makeup. My friend had to teach me the right kind to use and actually help me buy one. So now I have a proper one to use on my face instead of having to constantly hit myself with a sponge. But I don't mind hitting myself with the sponge. Sometimes I actually prefer that. I find it kind of calming, and it just feels very nice sometimes. So I kind of use what I feel like at the time. Do you use makeup-based primer for the eyes? I use my primer like all over my face basically. That's just how I use my primer. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. I know that you're supposed to use something specifically for the eyes, but I find it works just fine to use my primer and then maybe my concealer. Do you use for the face? Yes, I do. I don't always. I mean, primer is expensive if it's sell in the drugstore, and I can't afford it that often. But I use I forget what brand it is, but the Master Makeup in green. I use the green primer because, as I said, I get a lot of redness in my face, and green helps cover that up a little bit. So it helps me cover up a little bit before I put on my foundation, and I like doing that. I really want to look good. What is your favorite eyeshadow? I have a number of them that I like a lot. I really like, for a long time I lived on NYX eyeshadow palettes. Like, that's all I had. Then I started getting some singlets from Maybelline, which are really good. I've tried Physicians Formula. Wasn't that big on that one. Wet n Wild, I have a really hard time getting it to show at all on my face. I forget what brand it was, but there was this brand that was on sale recently during the holidays that I got. They had a little gift pack where it was 3 little packs of 6 different eyeshadows and one little compact, and you would choose which one to put in. It was called Mood Setter. I really do enjoy that one, and although I really hate how much fallout there is with the, I think it was L'Oreal colors, there's so much flaking in that, and yet the colors are stunning. So, I don't know. I don't have a favorite. Everything has its ups and downs with me. Do you use pencil or liquid eyeliner? I don't actually really use eyeliner. I have a hard time getting it in the right spot on my face, so basically, because I have inset eyes, if I wear eyeliner, I basically look like I'm wearing black eyeshadow, because you can't see my eyelids. I don't know how to do it properly for my eyes, so I just don't bother. I have like 3 or 4 eye pencils / liquid pencils, and they don't get any use, and I feel horrible for buying them. How often do you poke your eyes with an eyeliner pencil? Again, I don't use those, so I can't poke my eye with them. I poke my eye in general, though, a lot, because I can't always remember if I'm wearing my glasses and I check by poking. What do you think of pigment eyeshadows? I mean, I don't know what pigment eyeshadows is. I think that just means it's the pigments that are in... I mean, is that what you call a powder eyeshadow? I don't even know. I don't know what this is. Do you use mineral makeup? I had for a long time actually even swore about mineral makeup, but A, it's expensive, B, it didn't have a lot of variety for me, and I like having the variety. I sometimes use my makeup to express myself as one of my characters, and I need more variety because of that, because I have a lot of characters. So I don't really use it much now. I still think it's good stuff, but I just personally don't really use it at this point in time, even though I probably should, considering I have sensitive skin. Okay, what is your favorite lipstick? I know that I like the ones from Maybelline a lot. I have a number of them. I also have some... If we were talking about liquid lips, in general, I love NYX Butter Gloss. Only liquid gloss eye lipstick that ever feels comfortable on my lips. I do have a few other liquid lips, though. I have a green one, a blue one, and one other one from NYX that I absolutely hate the texture on my lips so much, so I don't wear it anymore. I don't know why I keep it. I really should just throw it away. I literally have all my lipsticks in this little pouch that I think was supposed to be a makeup pouch, but literally it's all my lipsticks, and a number of them I should really throw away. What is your favorite blush to use? I only own one blush, and it's not my favorite. I kind of want to try cream blush. My friend's going to help me find one that fits me next time we go shopping, because we found one that fit my skin tone really well at Mitsuwa, when we went to Mitsuwa, but unfortunately they did not have the color we had picked left in their inventory. How about lip gloss? I mean, I think technically NYX Butter Gloss counts as lip gloss more than lipstick, so probably that. Do you buy your makeup on eBay? No, I don't. I don't use eBay for anything, actually. So, do you like drugstore makeup? Yes, that's all I use because it's all I can afford. If you are a heavy-duty brand and you want to get me some, I'll take it, but I can't pay for it. Do you go to CCOs? I do not know what or who that is. Did you ever consider taking makeup classes? I did, but I decided to just watch tutorials because honestly, I'm not trying to be a pro makeup artist. I just want to make it so it actually looks good on my face when I do my own makeup, because I can't afford a makeup artist to do my makeup. You know what I mean? Are you clumsy in putting on makeup? Hell yes. I use so much concealer to fix my mistakes, especially with eyeshadow. I have a hard time getting it just in the right spots without smearing it all over my face somehow. Name a makeup crime that you hate. I don't know what that is. What is a makeup crime? Do you like colorful shades of makeup or neutral ones? I like both. I think some days I want to go with neutrals, other days I want to go with colors. I like having colors around because, again, I use makeup sometimes to give myself ideas of how my characters would use it, and so I try wearing their makeup for the day, which sometimes makes me look very weird, but I don't really care. I'm doing it for my writing. That's all it is. What sort of celebrity always has great makeup? I don't pay attention to celebrities enough to notice that. I mean, I watch a lot of TV, and I mean, the makeup they do on the TV shows is great, so I guess if I were to choose someone, I could just use like that, but that's not them doing their makeup or anything. That's just the makeup they use for a part, so I don't really think that counts. If you could leave the house using just one makeup item, what would you use? If I could leave the house using just one makeup item, I'd probably use lipstick because that is one of the main things I use, that I hoard. I don't know really what I would do with if I only had one piece of makeup otherwise. I mean, foundation by itself I guess is good, especially for my rosacea, but they're saying to only be able to leave the house with one. They also make it sound like it's a choice to leave the house with one. But personally, I always keep my lipstick with me when I go out in case I need to put a little bit more on after I've eaten or something. So probably that. Could you leave the house without any makeup on? I do that sometimes. I go out to get the mail and stuff without putting makeup on. I go to the doctor's without putting makeup on sometimes. So it really depends on my mood in my day and where I'm going, because if I'm going to see a doctor that has to see my actual skin, naturally no makeup today. In general, do you think you look good even without makeup on? I barely think I look good with makeup on. But in my personal opinion, I mean, as far as I can look, I think I look okay without makeup, but I still think I look more interesting with makeup on. I don't know. That's just how it is. In your opinion, what is the best makeup line? I don't think there is a best makeup line. I mean, I do use a lot of Maybelline products I found, but I use other brands as well, and they're pretty good. So, I mean, I use Revlon Cosmetics, as I've told you. I religiously use Candid Concealer, just like I religiously pretty much use Maybelline's Fit Me foundation. So I don't really have one specific line. I just use from various places what I think will work for me, and if they work for me, that's great. What do you think of makeup in general? I think makeup is a good thing. I think it's good to be able to express yourself with it and to make yourself feel a little better about yourself if you're having a bad day and you just don't like how you look. You can just fix little things that are bothering you. And it can also be very relaxing to put it on, quite frankly. For me, I sometimes do it just to relax. Something about, as I said, hitting myself with a sponge. I find that relaxing and kind of soothing sometimes. So for me, makeup can be a relaxing hobby. It can be a great way to express yourself. It can be great for, if you're a writer, getting to know your characters. It has a lot of uses. So I think makeup is a pretty good thing to have. And that was the last question on this thing. I am shocked that it took me 19 minutes to finish this, but at the same time I'm not. It just confuses me because I had so many questions I couldn't answer. But that's that for today. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. I appreciate it so much. I'll have my social links right down in the description box. I will probably do another makeup type thing again some other week. But we'll see. For now, this is my first makeup video, and probably won't be my last, because I intend to do all sorts of videos all the time. And that's that. So have a great week, guys. I'll see you on Sunday.